Kathmandu, Nepal.
Okay, next is $5. That's $5. Only $5. Take it. Hello, sir. Sir, namaskar.
भित्र जुन मन्दिरभित्र जुन पर्टिकुलर मन्दिरभित्र यतापट्टि त्यो खन्नु पनि पार्छ नि जुन दिन्छ नि त्यो मैले तिनवटा त्यहाँ कुनामा मलाई मतिर भित्री मन्दिर पढाइ टिकाले लगाएँ अनि टिका अब मन्दिरको बाहिर
So please, everybody, just have a look on the other side. See the place where they are doing the cremation. So the fire where they are burning they are doing the cremation. Okay, that one, the second one where the burning is that they are doing the funeral, the cremation. So this is a place is considered as one of the very holy place for the Hindu because of being a very holy temple. That is on the other side, the one which is almost 1500 years old temple. And that temple dedicated to the god Shiva, the name called Pashupatinath, and the very holy shrine. So the back behind this river flowing down, it's called the river Bagamati. And it's also considered as a holy river because it goes to meet with the Ganges. So the lots of the ritual performance, whatever the people does here, they believe it all goes to meet to the Ganges. So that's why it's considered as a holy river. So because of the holy river and the holy temple, the people bring to do the cremation of their dead families or some relatives, whoever that one. Okay? In general, in Nepal, there's no any basic timetables or regulations. So for doing the funeral or cremation, that's why it can be any time. But what I have a philosophy is, whenever the person is dead in the family, they always believe of the being of like cycle of incarnations. So to follow the cycle of incarnation, they always believe to do the cremation as soon as possible. So only the delay is to get the close relatives and the family members together. That's only the process. Otherwise, they will always try to do the funeral as soon as possible. So that's what it always happens. In the back behind right now, what we're seeing is there's a mix between Hindu Buddhism. So they are praying in kind of a Buddhist culture. So we have lots of a mixture between Hindu Buddhism. So they are a mixture of the Hindu Buddhism. They will later on do the cremation, the funeral same in the places like the Hindu, what they does. But sometimes they are trying to perform the Buddhist rituals at the back behind. Which sometimes there will be the monks and there's all the praying also that one. That's why we are hearing the sound. Okay? Normally one funeral will last around 4 or 5 hours because when they do the funeral, they have to burn whole dead body until it turns into ashes. So those ashes, they don't carry away, they all throw into the same river in this Bagamati because this river will go to the Ganges. Okay. So in the end they meet on the Ganges, so that's why they do the funeral, the burning of the dead body until the end of the dead body turns into ashes. It lasts for 4 or 5 hours. So whenever the person is dead, the people, the family, in general, they bring the dead body and for the funeral. And in generally, the funeral, they do not do that directly. There is a certain process in the form of purification. They always burn the dead body on top of wooden pyre. They prepare the wood log as a pyre, which one is like this one. And they put the dead body on top of that one and they give the pyre. But before putting the dead body, when they bring here, they do some like a purification. Normally that always happens the purification and below of the temple in the river side down. There is a stone slabs, like a slab of rectangular shape, normally sloping down towards the river. And they normally put the dead body on top of that one and they do the purifications. Earlier the level of the water used to be always high, so normally they put the dead body feet dipping into the river. And they purify, and we have a philosophy, what we believe is, you burn in this world as a naked, so you pass away as a naked, so nothing is permanent, so you can't take anything. That's the reason they take it off everything from actually from the dead body, even the clothes, whatever they wear. So they make a naked dead body, and sometimes they clean with the river water, wash alive, or people pour the water into the mouth of dead body with the families and all. Only what they do, they wrap the dead body with the white clothes, or there will be yellow or orange color. These are the symbol of the detachment. So they do, and they make a bamboo ladder with the bamboos, and they put the dead body on top of the bamboo ladder, and they carry with the person. Normally the family, they do with the poor person, and they bring it, and they can maybe any kind of this wooden pyre, or these squares, what we call the carts. Carts, it generally means the stone stairs. So where they made those squares for the cremations, okay? And they do the 3 circle round for the wooden pyre, and normally they always put the head towards the temple and feet other side. And the cremation starts, but the very first fire for the funeral of the cremation is always will be offered by the sons. What happens is generally there used to be a big families earlier time. When the father is dead, the eldest son does the first fire, for the mother the youngest one, in terms of the traditions, okay? And that's also the first fire. They carry and they circle 3 rounds to the dead body, giving the respect, and the first one always drop on the mouth of the dead body. Normally they do not use any kind of fuels. They only use like a ghee or butter. That is actually ghee, the butter, like kind of butter. And with the help of their flame, the fire, and they drop at the first, and then only they take the fire and put it in many places to give more flames, okay? But never use any fuels, only they use for as a, like a butter or the ghee. And normally the dead body will be always on the top of the wooden pyre. That is always covered up by like kind of these straws. Normally those are the rice straws. And those rice straws, they dip into the water, and the wetted one, they take it one, equally wetted one, they cover up on the top, and the flame goes inside. And it will last like 4 or 5 hours. And the whole family in generally will be wetting in the back. But traditionally, the Hindus, only male are allowed to wet for the funerals. Even the female or the family, whoever they have come here, when the fire is about to start off, they go back to the home, and they wait at the home. And the person is dead in the family, the person or close relative, they do not eat any meal or food until the funeral or cremation end up. And then whenever the person have come here, they have to purify themselves. And the other person will come for a procession also. They earlier time they always used to bathe in the river, but the river condition not good these days. Lots of pollution and that one. But they have a shower at the back where they take the shower or wash the face or feet, and only they go back home and eat the food. But normally for the 10 days is kind of very purely mourning days. So in those 10 days they do not eat any food with meat, do not cook the food with salt, and all be a vegetarians. Even they don't bath, don't wash the clothes. Woman doesn't look the mirror, doesn't comb the hair, nothing. And with the 10 days with the priest, they come, the purification starts. And up to the 13 days it goes last, and then end of the normal, the purification, only the days start as a normal. But for the sons, like 1 year will be the mourning years, and during the mourning year, normally as a dedication of the respect for family, they wear the son's white clothes without the leather suit. And or more, what they do when the mother is dead, then normally 1 year they don't eat or drink any milk. For the father, the yogurt. So like, and then the next year again the purification start off, and then normal days goes on. It's a very general process, but we are very much mix of the different ethnical bases and ethnical Hinduism, so sometimes they do differently, but in general this one. So same as there's like a Hindu Buddhist, before doing the cremation, they are doing the Buddhism praying or like that one with the monks and this one, okay? Can we give a way for the motorbike? But be careful, don't go too front.